Hello, today is day 3 of 12 days of Christmas and today's theme is family. It's Christmas and at Christmas we tend to spend a lot of time with family, we buy gifts for family, we feel grateful for our family, so I thought it was a good opportunity to just speak briefly about protecting that family from financial stresses if something was to happen and you weren't able to work due to illness, injury, sickness or death. What sort of impact would that have on your family? Now, it's not a nice thought, I get that, but it's really important to think about, because if this happened to you and you weren't able to work, how would your family survive financially? And if your family is financially stressed, what other impacts does that have? Stress is known to have so many other health impacts, and especially if you're unwell and you're trying to recover from a particular illness and you have financial stress on top of that, it can be really, really, really horrible to go through. So I just wanted to address the fact that it is really important to assess what insurances you have and potentially what insurances you need. So a lot of Australian superannuation funds will have some level of insurance in them, which is fantastic because Australia overall has a very big issue with underinsurance. So it's fantastic that there is some cover in a lot of superannuation funds. Unfortunately, it will generally fall very, very short of what's actually required and the cover that would be needed if something was to happen. So the kinds of insurances I'm talking about here are life cover, where if you were to die, you get paid out a lump sum. Total and permanent disability cover, where if you're never able to return to work again, a lump sum would be paid out to help you financially. Income protection, which means that you're just unable to do your job, whether it is due to illness or injury, or some sort of temporary or permanent disability as well. Income protection would cover 75% generally of your income, which helps substantially. And then also trauma cover, which is a lump sum payment which covers all of those horrible things like cancer, heart attack, stroke. And each of these insurance covers have a really different purpose, and just having one or two of these generally isn't ideal. So it is really important to sit down with someone and say, okay, what levels of insurance should I have? What levels of cover do we have? And let's find a really cost-effective and tax-effective and well-structured way to be able to hold the covers that we need, whilst also not impacting too much on our cash flow as well. So this is something that I'm super passionate about, because as a mum of 2 young-ish, 11 and 8 children, I don't have 11 and 8 children, they're 11 and 8 years old. Having children and having debt and a husband, like we're financially dependent on each other. If something was to happen to one of us, we need to know that we would be financially okay and that the kids would be financially okay as well. So it's something certainly to be addressed. It is a little bit more unexciting to think about over this Christmas period, but whilst we're thinking about family and how amazing they are, it is a really important thing to consider. If you need any help, let me know. It will be something that's covered off in my new Money Mojo online program, which is being released in January. So if you're keen to get on the email list to be first to know when that is launching, you can sign up for that. And otherwise, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.